Okay, so I'm recording this immediately after recording last week's episode because I couldn't wait. So we picked chicken salad, and it's Rachel's recipe. I think I know who that is, actually. One of my Aunt Muriel's good friends. Why I'm excited about this. So across the street from me is a Festival Foods, and they have an amazing chicken pasta salad. So it's got like the spiral noodles, and then it's got chicken, it's got celery, it's got slivered almonds, it's got mandarin oranges, it's got red grapes. It's delicious, and there's something about that dressing is a sweet. It's not just a mayonnaise dressing. It's like they've added like poppy seeds. There's just some sweetness to it. And why I'm so excited is because I kid you not, this sounds almost identical to what they have. And I've been hunting for a recipe. I've been trying to make my own chicken salad that tastes like that. And I know the ingredients. It's all these ingredients that I just mentioned, but there's something about that dressing that makes it different. If I do just mayonnaise, it's not I need to sweeten it somehow. Lo and behold, listen to this. 2 cups of chicken, a tablespoon of minced onion, a teaspoon of salt. Mix and refrigerate. Serves 15 for one. Mix and refrigerate. Add to the chicken 1 cup green grapes cut in half. I'm going to do red grapes. 1 cup of celery chopped. 1 cup of mandarin oranges. A half a cup of slivered almonds. And 1 cup of macaroni rings cooked. Then 2 choices of dressing. Put one on before serving. So 1 cup of salad dressing and 1 cup of whipped cream. So mayo, essentially, and whipped cream. But salad dressing is a little bit sweeter. So like Miracle Whip would be a salad dressing and whipped cream. Okay. Or 2, a half a cup of sugar, a half a teaspoon of mustard, a half a teaspoon of cornstarch, 1 egg beaten, a half a cup of vinegar, cook until thickened, and then a half a cup of Miracle Whip, mix with half and half milk to thin out a bit. I'm going to make this batch, I think. And I'm going to do 1 batch with number 1, 1 batch with number 2. See, they're listed 1 and 2. And we're going to see which sauce is maybe a little better. But I'm so excited for this. Oh, this thing is becoming a treasure trove of love. So here's the video, and we'll see how. Hey everyone, so today, as mentioned, I'm going to be making this chicken salad recipe. I'm going to hold that there so you guys can see it. And then there's the back. And as you'll notice, it says that there are 2 different types of dressings. So we're going to try each of them. So we'll see how that works. Okay, so I have most everything ready. There's a few things I still have to prep, but it's going to be 2 cups of chicken. I'm using canned chicken, and what I like to do is even though I get it out of the can, I rinse it off again, still in the can. I have one of those can strainers, just to get rid of any congealed fat or anything that's left inside. Then we need a tablespoon of minced onion and a teaspoon of salt. So we have to mix this together, and then we need to refrigerate. It says mix and refrigerate. So we're going to go ahead and mix that together while we prep the other stuff. So there's the 2 cups and the minced onion and the salt. So I will just take my spoon and I will break those chunks up and get that all mixed as best as we can. Okay, that is mixed, so I'm going to put this in the fridge. Okay, then we need a cup of green grapes cut in half, a cup of celery chopped, a cup of mandarin oranges, half a cup of slivered almonds, and a cup of it says macaroni rings cooked. I'm doing some substitutions here. So I'm making a larger batch since we're going to be trying both of the dressings. So my measurements aren't exact, but we don't care for a lot of celery, so I am still just going to do a bit. And you'll notice I'm using my new Forged in Fire chef's knife, which is a wonderful knife. I wasn't sure how well it would be, actually, but it's a nice, heavy knife. You can see that that goes all the way through, and it's just a nice handle, a nice grip. It's got this nice hammered finish to it, but it's a nice knife, and it's sharp. So I'm just going to... Oops, that was a little too big. It just says chopped, so I'm just gonna... Oh, yeah. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring this all back, and we're just gonna try and get it a little finer. Because I don't really want huge chunks in my salad. I think that's alright, as I'm making a nice large mess. Alright, now for the grapes. So I've had these grapes rinsed. This came with my knife. This is the Forged and Seals paring knife, which is perfect for smaller jobs like this. Alright, so now we're going to mix these items in. And we're going to get our chicken back. Now I'm using 2 boxes of noodles so that I can divide this in half when I go to make the 2 different dressings. Alright, I'm going to transfer this to a bowl. Okay, get some on the handle there. So there is 1/2, or 1 batch that I'm going to do. These are slightly different sized bowls. And now I'm going to put these in the fridge to help cool while I do the next parts. Okay, we're going to make number 2 of the dressings first, because that one has to cook. So I've got my pan here ready, and so it's a 1/2 cup of sugar, a 1/2 teaspoon of mustard. Now it doesn't say ground mustard, so I'm going with actual mustard. A 1/2 teaspoon of cornstarch. 1 egg beaten, and just like Julia Child, it's just 1 egg. Some chopsticks are wonderful for this. And then 1 cup of vinegar, which was a little surprising to me. It just seems like an awful lot. And now we're going to cook this until it's thickened, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I just finished cooking this mixture, and now it didn't say how long to cook it, on what temperature, and it just said until it thickens. So I wasn't sure, so using what I know, I let it reduce down until it was more of a syrupy, almost a gravy. But now here's the tricky part. I know since mayonnaise is more of a cream, or has eggs and things in it, and I don't want it to curdle, so I'm going to do a slow pour as I whip it so that it doesn't curdle the mayonnaise. Now, that whole cup of vinegar worries me. I'm going to do a taste test before I actually put this in with the chicken to see if I'm going to like it or not. Interesting. That's not bad. I was really worried.
It's good.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's tangy.
And tangy. It's got that vinegary taste. So that is number one. Or number two, I should say. The next one is simply a salad dressing and a whipped cream. That's all it is. It's a cup of salad dressing and a cup of whipped cream. So that is what we are going to do. Now I have my handy dandy Pampered Chef one. So we're going to do the 1 cup. And we're going to do probably the whipped cream first. I had this in my freezer, so I needed to give it time to thaw. I think that's good. So we're going to put that in. And scrape it off. And then you should see my dishes. We're going to go back to the 1 cup. And now we're going to do the mayonnaise. I'm being careful not to touch the sides so I don't get whipped cream in this mayonnaise jar. Okay. I've got some air bubbles down there, but I think we've got it. Okay. Now we're going to whisk this together. But now think about it, like with festivals, how theirs is sweeter.
Yep.
I think it's that one.
It's just weird. It's like eating mayonnaise.
I know. But you can taste that sweetness.
You can taste the sweetness.
Okay. So I've got all these bowls here. It's a bowl party. This one I know I can't mix real well in because there's so much in here. So I'm going to dump that in a larger bowl. A little bit larger anyways. And I think we're going to go with, for the smaller one, I think we're going to go with the tangier one. We're going to take and we're going to mix it in. Now, it says to do right before serving, and we're going to be eating these for dinner tonight, so it's serving time. I want to make sure I get them as well coated as possible here. So there is one. I'll take this one. This one is a little bit more dense of a salad, so I might need to make more of this so that it's completely coated. Because there is a lot in here. Actually, I think we're going to be okay. So there are our two salads. I am going to put this one back in just so that when I am done serving, I can just put a lid on it. I'm going to get 2 forks, and we're going to try each one on camera. So this is the more tangy one, and I want to make sure I get some mandarin orange and some grape. It's good. It's not what I'm trying to recreate from across the street at the store, but it's good. It's much better than I used to make with just plain old mayonnaise. Get some mandarin orange in that one. I think that's mandarin orange. Yeah. That one is definitely better. I mean, they're both good. But this is closer to what I find at the deli across the street. And that was just the Miracle Whip and Cool Whip. So, 2 whips make a right. So there you go. 2 different ways to make chicken salad out of Muriel's recipe box. So I think this was very well done. Try it and let me know what you guys think. Which one was your favorite? Try them both. Until next time.